afternoon. I thought I'd share this with you. I ordered a species orchid. Oops. And what a rigmarole trying to get it here. It was a Expedia post from Forest View Gardens on the coast of British Columbia. And it was supposed to be delivered to my door, and we had to run down to the post office because, and I'm thinking, oh no, how long has it been sitting around? But anyway, so we just got back, and can't wait to open the poor thing. It's even coming before espresso. Okay, so I got the top opened, and let's see what we got here. If I can pull it out. It's tight.
The size of the box.
Yeah. This is when I need a man. Where's my husband? Split the side of the box. He said, split the side of the box. I'm never good at doing these things. I'm one of these, if you have a parcel or a gift, I'm the rip opener. I don't want to do any damage here. So, okay, let's rip. Bit wet down there anyway. That might be a good sign. This is the only other plant I ordered this way was my bark things. They're species. They're my little miniatures that I mounted. But I've never done it. I've never got one. But I thought I'd never do it. But here we are. We're doing it. We can ever get into it. Must be driving him crazy. He's watching. He just won't come out now. Help! It's coming. Thought I'd bring it out here. It's so nice and bright out here. It was really cold this morning. Okay, we've just about got it out. Oh, honey, would you heat the water for the espresso? Thank you. Oh, very tiny little pieces of bark in the bottom of the box. I like bark. Okay, now we gotta get it out of here. Poor little thing.
Cut the paper.
I may have to cut the paper. One of these days I'll get a picture of him, but he's shy. He's not coming out. Here we go. Here's our baby. Oh, poor little thing. How are the leaves? Oh, the leaves are nice and firm. They're light color, but they're nice and firm. Let's see. There's a little note. Okay. It's a Phal.Memoria Val Rettig. That's what it is. Paid for expedited post, but I think they're going to hear about that. Okay, let's see if we can get it out of here. Whoops. Oh, they got bark. Yay, I like bark. Very tiny little pieces of bark for a very tiny little orchid. Here we come. And I'll show you a close-up. And knowing me, I will repot it eventually after it kind of settles in. Oh, it's got nice green roots. I'll show you a close-up. And then I suppose you'll see me again when I put it in a nicer pot. But the leaves are light, but they're nice and firm. And look at the aerial roots. Looks good. And little tiny pieces of bark. And nice aerial roots. Very happy, even though it was quite a charge to get here. Anyway, I'll take it in and baby it with the other ones, and I'll get back to you when I put it in a different pot, and we're going to go have some espresso. Hi, YouTube friends. I'm glad to have you back, and this is just I've decided to pot up my new little pot. It's Phal.Memoria Val Rettig. And I got it from Forest View Gardens, and it came up from Agassiz, BC. And it's not going to be a long repot, and just in case, and I'm not expecting, I have put my scissors under the gas stove to do that. I have washed my pot. I had picked this up at a thrift store for $1. Actually, we got one the next day that matched it for another $1, so that was a good find. It had had moss in it, and I've cleaned it out really good, and so it's all ready. And I just picked a few stones just to help with drainage because it's smaller, and I thought I'd just put them in the bottom. There we go. Now maybe I should do this over the bowl. Here, we'll do it over this bowl. Now, inside is the finest little pieces of bark. I'm going to just dump them into here. I'll show you. It's dry because I thought I'd leave it dry because of these little pieces. You know, we're going to have a look inside and see. Okay, there is a few pieces of moss. There is some dry old roots. You see, it was ordered from there and it is very healthy, but I do not want the moss. And we're going to see something that we also see when, oh, the roots are very nice, but we also see this when we have a store-bought grocery store phal, which is usually all we have here, but I'm going to walk around and show you a close-up and you'll see what I mean. Okay, here we are, and you'll see inside this moss. I don't want the moss, so I'll take it out, and we see exactly what we got. So there's very fine little pieces of bark, and then they always seem to start out with a firm piece of moss in the center. So this is a plant that flowered, it double spiked last year. She had told me that. I'd asked for one, and there's one spike and there's the other. So, but there is some dry roots I will snip off. And here's another one. I mean, I think I'll just leave the vellum, which is the center hard piece, because it won't hurt and it's not mushy, but it does have, it's the moss, I think, that makes it have this smell. So I'm cleaning that all out of there. So you see, even, look at this though, it has lots of healthy roots. It's going to be very happy in its new pot. There's a few I'll probably snip off. The dry one and this one here. Even though it turns green and brown, I'll probably take it off right there. And there's another one here. So you know, every repot is different. So this has come up from the coast. It's got beautiful, beautiful roots. But I am going to take these off, so I'll do that now. There's another dry vellum. I don't mind having that. So you can just pull some of this off, because that's not going to go bad, and it's going to help the plant stay in the pot. So this is what we have. These are the little pieces of bark. We'll quickly get them in his pot. So there's little pieces of bark here. They're so fine. In fact, I've never seen them like this. See if I can get that there for you. Ooh. Anyway, put that there. I'll clean this up later. And my bark, I'm going to use my normal bark. It's been soaking for 24 hours. And because it's had this bark, I'm not going to use the pieces of moss. But sometimes if you have a really healthy plant, if you just throw a little bit of what it was, the bark it was with, it just, I think it's like taking your pillow when you go to visit someone. You have a piece of home when you go, and I think it's something like that. So because this is in such good shape, and I have that, so what I'll do is put some of my normal bark, which has been soaking for more than 24 hours, I really give it a good soak. And then I'll put my plant in after I make sure I have everything off I do not like. Yeah. Okay, that's an old stem. This one is surviving good. Okay, I think we're pretty good. So, you know, this is one reason I like to repot the plants I bring home, because you never know what you have. Yes, this plant is healthy, but you know, I had to check, and it's got beautiful little roots, so we'll pop it in there now, and we'll put a few of the little barks it's used to. There's probably little microorganisms so small we don't even know what they are involved in the old potting mix. And I like my orchids. I found over time I like them when they sit a little high in the pot. So we'll put some more in. There. We don't want the moss, so there we go. And some more of my bark. Sometimes I don't know, I kind of put it in the pot before I soaked it, and I thought, oh, that's the right amount. And of course Jack came in, he said, that doesn't look like much bark. And of course he's right again. I love him because he takes an interest. You'd be surprised what he knows. Yeah, he's very nice. Very good. So we'll put some more big ones there. This, I thought I'm not going to keep advertising different kinds of beer. I had those little tin buckets, and I was at the thrift store, and this was a quarter. It's plastic, but it's see-through, and you can see the dust and different, just the stuff that comes off of fir bark, and there's always this color. So I'm going to put a little bit more of the bark it was with on the top, and it'll be very happy. Shake it down, and we'll put it on the windowsill, and it should be very happy there. Yeah. There. Shake, shake, shake. There we go. Okay. And I'll just show you a close-up as we're going out of the last orchid I repotted. It's still very healthy. There's no sign of even the buds dropping. So I'll come around and do that. And I'll join this up to the video of where the parcel arrived. And that'll be it till next time I see you. And have a good day. Okay, see if we can get close up in here, the buds. There we go. They don't look like they have any sign that they're going to pop off. In fact, there's been a few more opened up, and Everything is looking very good. There we are. And that's it for today, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate everything about you visiting me. Thank you.